Hi, my name is Caroline Coates, and I'll be talking about the employee turnover rate. What is the employee turnover rate? The employee turnover rate is the percentage of employees that have left a business during a certain period of time. Every business has a turnover rate, and you can calculate it by dividing the number of employees that have left during a period of time by the average number of employees that have worked at the business during that period of time. This is a visual to help explain how to calculate it. It's the average number of employees who leave the business over top of the average number of employees that worked there during the period. How to tell if you have a healthy or unhealthy turnover rate. If a business has an extremely high turnover rate, it usually means that there is a problem with employee engagement. Employee engagement helps keep the employees happier and more involved, and they perform better when they're engaged. If a company is consistently losing employees in a certain department or the top employees, it usually means that there's a culture issue or a issue in a certain department of their business that is leading to employees leaving. It can also be seen if a bunch of employees that have just been hired leave, that maybe there's an issue with their training process or they're not hiring the right employees to fill the positions. How can turnover negatively affect your business? It can lower your workplace morale, meaning that if you are constantly losing employees, then your employees that you have are going to have to pick up the slack. Therefore, they're going to have more work and be less enthusiastic to be at work. It can impact your revenue because you're going to have to spend money to hire new employees and train them. Also, you're going to have to pay more for the managers that have to take the time to hire them. It can impact service quality because your employees will be more stressed out because of the more heavier workload, and it's time consuming. How can employee turnover be a good thing? If a bad employee chooses to leave, if it's an employee that doesn't pull great numbers, or if it is an employee that would later on be set up to be laid off and they choose to leave on their own, that can be good for a business. It creates an opportunity for diversity. If an employee leaves, that's an opportunity to hire a more diverse employee. It also creates opportunities for promotion. If a manager chooses to leave, there's an opportunity to promote someone from within the business to fill their slot. What causes employee turnover? Pay and benefits are a big problem that can cause turnover. If an employee feels that they're not getting paid enough, they will usually look for a new job immediately. A lack of appreciation. If an employee doesn't feel appreciated at their job, they are not going to want to go to work. Poor leadership and tensions between coworkers are another big problem that can cause employees to want to leave because no one wants to go to a place where they don't feel comfortable. What can you do to lower your employee turnover rate? You can acknowledge your high employers. Just saying thank you for doing a great job can make sure that all of your employees know that they're doing their job well and that you know that they're doing their job well. Offering competitive pay and benefits will just ensure at the baseline that your employees are getting at the very least what they need. Offering job advancement opportunities is a big one because if a employee feels like there's no room to advance in a company, they'll often look for another job where they can advance. And flexible work schedules. Conclusions. Having a high turnover rate is something that most businesses suffer from, but it's not the worst problem that a business can have. There are often good things that come from having a high employee turnover rate, and it's an easier thing that you can fix just from finding what is causing your employee turnover rate, whether it be that there's a few employees causing a problem or if it's something bigger. Thank you for listening to my speech.